Atlanta Falcons.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think
of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field, the most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
54,
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 42. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Mahomes. A screen to Bell. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Le'Veon Bell.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008, their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I have not. I always wait till the end. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's fringe. Don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates, and he needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? Being his team MVP, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about it. 8 quarters to prove himself. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That catch good for only a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 76 yards. To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Screen pass to Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours and camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Complete to Russell.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Fighting to stay upright. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
On the carry.
It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Mahomes firing complete, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass first.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Going for it all. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run here with Lindsay. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
To Philip Lindsay.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive.
And inches.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Ryan now to throw on third down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play down, also to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's third down.
Complete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just... Atlanta now coming out on the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. On second down now, it's Lindsey. The final act of this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Falcons 6. Harrison Butker to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio still down right now. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now this throw caught left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 28.
Lindsey.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Ryan's pass complete.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They're on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Ryan on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. Third and 2 situation.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luck. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
And he's got it to make it 27-13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 13 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again with Lindsay. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 34. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Completes his short throw to Stocker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Matt Ryan sacked.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the one interception.
Absolutely. Just yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley.
2 yards. First down, Atlanta.
59, ready.
From the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first.